Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of Wine Library TV. I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, Director of Operations. Today we are going to visit the wonderful and interesting world of Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio is probably one of the most popular grapes in the world, probably close behind Chardonnay, definitely in whites for that matter. It is easily the most popular wine during the summertime. People love to drink it by the pool and this, that, and the other thing. But what's interesting about Pinot Grigio is that our good friend right here, Santa Margherita, is the king. I have never seen a wine dominate a category like Santa Margherita has of Pinot Grigio. I would tell you that Yellowtail hasn't even come too close to approach the dominance that Santa Margherita has. Not KJ Chard in the Chardonnay category. Santa Margherita is the king. But what's interesting about Pinot Grigio is, are there wines out there that are better for half the price? And a lot of times we've had wines that are easily that. And today we're going to be tasting through some that we think are interesting. We're going to mix them up. I have not had any of these because these are all the 04 vintage, so I thought it'd be fun. I want to keep it light, like always. Pinot Grigio is a fun category. It's a porch wine. And let's get right into it. Before I get into the fun, cool stuff, real quick fact that you may not know. Pinot Grigio is not the grape. Pinot Gris is the grape. Pinot Gris from Oregon, I know a lot of people have drank, so that is definitely something I would say 80% of customers don't know. What's even more interesting is that Pinot Gris is a clone of the Pinot Noir grape, So what's really exciting about that is that Pinot Grigios get laughed at by wine snobs, but the reality is that the grape that it comes from, the Pinot Noir, is basically the wine that the geeks all love. So I would tell you that that's always a fun fact that I like to rub into people's face. Pinot Grigio is interesting. It likes cool climates, so it definitely has a lot of strength and a lot of complexity and get a lot of richness. I'm not going to get into the DOCs or IGTs or DOCGs. I'm going to keep it light, and we're just going to talk about the quality of the wines. And let's just get right into it. Let's start with the Borgo Vassalli. Borgo Vassalli, 2004 Pinot Grigio. The 2004 Borgo Vassalli Pinot Grigio is one of our biggest sellers. It's an inexpensive wine. Hovers in that $8 to $12 range. It's a classic Pinot Grigio from the 03 vintage. Let's see what it does in 04. Candy nose, which I like. Very candy nose. Crisp and clean. Nice wine. I mean, everything you want in a Pinot Grigio. Crisp, clean, solid. Can't go wrong. Nice wine. Let's get right into our good friend here, Santa Margherita. Again, this wine is probably the most talked about wine when I talk to friends or relatives or acquaintances that I'm in the wine business. You know, 1 out of every 4 times. Have you had that Santa Margherita? Not lately. The 04 Santa Margherita. Rich nose. Actually an impressive nose. Did not expect it to have that. Nice complexity, not bad. A little bit of a bitter finish, which throws me off for a wine of this price. Again, many of you watching have seen Santa Margherita for $25, $30. I think we hover in the upper teens on sale. Easily one of our most popular wines, even though we bury it in the bottom left corner. We want people to explore, try different things. I mean, Pinot Grigio is a category that drives me crazy. Between the magnums of Cavit and Luna de Luna, and this guy over here, it's a category where people have not explored. Wine is about exploring. We got to get out there and try different things, people. I mean, it's just so silly to drink the same wine over and over. If your wine shop doesn't take returns, you shouldn't be shopping there. So go out there, try different things, buy a couple bottles. What's the worst thing that can happen? You can cook with it. Nice wine, not bad. Definitely a creamier finish than I expected. Velio. Velio 2004. Newcomer at the Wine Lib. Something we've had a lot of fun with. It's been selling quite well. I've not had a chance to try the new vintage. Most complex nose. Definitely a wine that reminds me of an Alsatian wine on the nose. Nice richness. Nice kick on the finish. That's nice. That's nice, people. That's good stuff. Nice wine. Again, upper teens, low teens, no comparison. The Velio is a much more serious wine, one that you can have with shellfish or fish. Just really no comparing the two. Lorenzo. The Lorenzo Pinot Grigio 04. Great little wine. In the 02 vintage. I completely missed the 03. This is the 04. We've been absolutely pounding it. We call this the Santa Margherita killer because it is a little bit more expensive. And again, a lot of the Pinot Grigios we introduce are $9, $10, $11, and people are like, no, I want Santa Margherita, it's $18. How can this be as good? Not realizing that Santa Margherita has really priced itself out of the market. So we brought in this premium guy a couple years ago, and we've done well. And, you know, I just wish you could be here right now smelling the difference between this and this. I mean, just the nose, rose petals, really crisp. I like to call it rock. I don't know if that makes any sense. I must have eaten too many rocks when I was little, but it's got that flinty kind of bluestone, if you can get that. This is going to sound funny. I don't think it's ready yet. And you don't hear that much with white, but there's a little bit more acidity I'd like to see. I'd like to see this calm down a little bit. This is a big wine. Don't think I'm disappointed. I'm actually into it. I'm like shocked that Pinot Grigio can bring this much to the table. Wine's not ready. You're buying this, put it away. I mean, as silly as that may sound. Now maybe it'll be ready for late summer. Maybe it just got here since the 04 and it's a little bit shaken up. There is bottle shock. That is a real thing. When the wines are in transit, they get shaken up a little bit. You don't hear it for whites all that often. But this is not all that ready yet. But it's good. This wine is good. This wine is good. All right, Feudi de Romans, our #1 selling Pinot Grigio in 2005, took home the medal. Mainly because I think it's $12 and we were selling it for $15 for so long, and with the price decrease, people really jumped on board, really enjoyed that about it. Really sells quite well. Nice nose. Nice nose. Reminds me a little bit of the Velio nose, that crispness. A little tropical fruit, a little pineapple for the kids out there. Great mouthfeel. Well, this is an interesting battle. These two could go into the steel cage and see what happens. That's nice. That's nice. I don't know. Pinot Grigio. You know, it's like, God, get out there and try some things. I mean, everybody drinking the same Pinot Grigio over and over. People come in and say, oh, I want to try Pinot Gris from Oregon. We try to show them a great Pinot Grigio. They're like, I said Pinot Gris. Same thing. That's that Pouilly Foussé thing. I mean, it's unbelievable how many people don't realize that's Chardonnay. But staying on the subject, I beg you to go out and try different Pinot Grigios. Save the cork. Write the labels down. There's tons of them out there. The West Coast and Central, and everybody's got different ones that they're featuring. We're very fortunate and carry a large selection. These are by far the best. Let's rank them up, people. Let's definitely rank them up. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Let's rank them up. I'm going to have to go... I don't know, that Feudi's kind of stunned me at the end there. I'm going to have to go... Nah. There we go. There we go, peeps. I'm going to tell you that the Lorenzo and the Feudis are battling very close. The Velio, I'll be honest with you, could easily sneak in. It needs a little bit more on the finish. That could come with time, believe it or not. My good friend Santa Margherita, I don't want to diss the wine. The wine's okay. But if you're paying $25 for Santa Margherita, or God forbid $50 on the wine lists, please try something different, or drink some soda. Do not spend $50, $60 on the wine list for Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio. The bottom line is we want to keep you educated. Let's keep it fun. Wine Library TV. See you next time.